morning, dear students. Today I am here to start the next aspect of the unit which we are learning about the tissues. Okay, here today the new aspect which I am going to start you, that is about the animal tissues. Dear students, animal tissues are one of the most important aspects of our body, especially in animals. The different types of the functions which is involved by the tissues. As you know that after the cell, a basic and structural unit which we call as the cell, the next functions which is involved in our body, which is by the groups of cell called as tissues. Dear students, some of the important aspects which we are going to introduce about the animal tissues. See, in the breathing system, if we breathe, we will understand the body movements. Just the chest movement we will understand. Is it right? When we are breathing, the movement of our chest helps us to understand that something is going inside. Is it right? As like a number of functions, how it is possible? See, just we go about the breathing system. See, breathing system, if you go, it acts with the two different types of organs like heart and lungs, which is by the heart and the lungs. See, as you know that the number of vessels, blood vessels of the heart which carry out the respiratory gases from the each cell, and then it is transferred, heart transferred to the lungs. And you know that about the function of the lungs, which can able to respirate. In the time of the respiration, it exhales the carbon dioxide and inhales the oxygen. Okay, in that time, so the function, the movements, all these movements which can be possibilities, the formation of these different types of possibilities is because of the movements of different types of tissues. Then again this lung which again transfers the respiratory gases to the heart, and heart again transfers to the all cells of the body. So like that this process will go. Is it right? So as same as, dear students, most of the functions which is carried out in our body as the tissues. See, for the different types of functions as like movements of our body, as I said you about the breathing system, about the digestive system, different types of organ systems are which is present in our body, all which is involved with different types of tissues. Is it right? So, as like the most important tissues which we are going to learn in this unit, that is about the epithelial tissue, then connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nerves tissue. So all these we are going to learn in this unit. About the connective tissue, you know that the blood cells are the blood vessels which we can able to all the total blood which is related to the connective tissue. And about the nerves tissue, you know that. So introduction in previous classes you have learned. And about the muscles, all muscles are known as the muscular tissues. Okay. So let us start one by one the each different types of tissues. The first I am going to start today, that is about the epithelial tissue. Which one? Epithelial tissue. See, dear students, this tissue is involved different types of functions of our body. Most importantly, we have to understand here, this tissue is very useful in the covering of our inner organs. It covers and protects our inner organs. So which one? The epithelial tissue. So what are the important organs which cover? As like the alveoli of lungs, and about the tubules of the kidneys, alveoli of lungs, and even also some other about blood vessels we can able to understand. Blood vessels also made up of, and even the inner lining of skin. Inner lining of skin is also epithelial tissue, and the mouth, inner layers of the mouth, and most of glands and organs covered with. So a thin layer which protects the organs which we call as a epithelial tissue. Even also this tissue forms a barrier. A barrier means a layer between different types of organ systems. We have different organ systems. Is it right? In these different organ systems it forms a layer. So this layer is differentiating each organ system and then even it protects that. Okay, dear students, as like you know that these as like alveoli of lungs which helps to respirate, and then if you go about the tubulars of the kidneys which is helpful to transport the expiratory waste, and even about the blood vessels if you go, it helps to transport all the nutrients and respiratory gases, and about the inner lining of the mouth and even inner lining of the skin. That means that is outer layer is the skin, and below that the epithelial layer is present, which is also protecting the all inner organs of our body. So as like there are different types of epithelial tissues are there which perform their specialized functions. As like in breathing area, some different types of epithelial tissues are present. In other protecting organs, some other type of epithelial tissues are there. In glands, other epithelial tissues are there. So there are different types of epithelial tissues are present which is performing their individual functions. As like there are different types of epithelial tissues are there that are see here I have showing you the types of the epithelial tissues, which is squamous epithelium. One is squamous epithelium and another one is columnar epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, stratified epithelium. All different types of epithelium which is performing their individual work. Okay, dear students, about these epithelium tissue are types of epithelium tissue which we are going to learn in the next class, which is helpful to understand what are the functions of each epithelium tissue in our body. Okay, dear students, so listen this class. If you have any doubts, you discuss with me and do the work what I am giving you. Okay, thank you. Take care everyone.